So check this out, man. I've been thinking about making this video for a while. 150-day no watch challenge. This video almost didn't launch. I almost didn't make it because of the conflicting feelings I have inside myself about this topic. First of all, let me give you 4 reasons why I thought of going on 150 days off of buying watches. I had some reasons for it. Number 1, when you buy and sell all the time, when you flip all the time, when you look at watches all the time, when you talk about watches all the time, when you think about watches all the time, you go into a brain fog. I hate brain fog, man. Brain fog is toxic. It prevents you from knowing who you are, what you really want to do, what you really want to be. And you know, anytime you guys are on the computers all day looking at stuff, whatever it is, you're going to go into a brain fog. My daughters go into brain fog. They do Chromebook classes, and then they do roadblocks. Is that what it is? They want me to go on a roadblocks account. I said, I'm not going on roadblocks. I'm on the computer enough. I'm done with that. But my girl's going into a brain fog from roadblocks. So all this buying and selling and flipping, I wanted to give myself a break. I wanted to get out of the brain fog. So the last watch I received, this Citizen Promaster, satellite wave, GPS, blah, blah, blah. I'll put the number in the description. I received this watch on August 27th. Today's August 28th. So I don't even think I want to consider buying a watch until January 27th. That's 5 months, 150-day challenge. That sounds good because, you know, in the next 4 months, I got my birthday, got the holidays, there's going to be a lot of chaos. And then I'll let New Year's come and see what's going on in January and give myself a break from the brain fog. I know you guys have experienced brain fog before, and I know you guys hate it. I know you guys want to go off that. Number 2, the second reason why I want to go on this 150-day hiatus is anxiety management. So I have 8 watches. 3 of them are automatics. 2 of them are straight quartz, and the remainders are Echo Drive. And so I can't speak for you, but for me, historically, 8 is my threshold. Once I go over 8, I start getting really anxious. I actually get unhappy with my watches. I have a misery that some of you guys have. It's a shared misery where you can't even enjoy your delicious, beautiful watches when your collection gets too big. Something happens, something short circuits. I'll give you an example. I have 8 really nice watches, including I have this beautiful anthracite blue dial Promaster, and I'll excuse me. I also have a cyan blue diver. I mean, beautiful watches. Check this out, man. If I were to get a blue dial MM300, it would ruin my whole collection. It would ruin my whole collection because then I wouldn't know what to wear in the morning. It would be like decision overload, and then it would be like, oh, you have a $3,000 watch. By virtue of its price, it deserves X amount of attention and wear, and that means it's a mess. It's a materialistic first world problem embarrassment. And for me, if I were to have something like an MM300 that costs close to $3K, I think I would have to have just 3 watches in my collection, and I don't even see that happening. I'd have to sell a bunch of stuff. I don't see it happening. Plus, I don't even know if that would be a cure for anything, because you guys have shared your war notes with me, your battle scars, and making moves like that doesn't even help necessarily anyway. So, wanted to be able to bond with what I have, stop looking at shiny objects out there, bond with the 8 watches that I have, and don't be fooled into thinking a shiny object out there is going to cure what's going on over here. So I wanted to stay away from that. And then This is really the number one reason I'm going on a 150-day hiatus. I've been looking at my watch behavior over the last 10 years. And to be honest with you guys, I don't think I've gone more than 60 days without buying a watch. That's an addiction, dude. That's an addiction situation. That's a dopamine hit addiction. It's like you get a great watch and within 60 days, and sometimes sooner, sometimes 30 days, you're getting that craving for dopamine again. That's not watch passion. That's an addiction, man. That's being enslaved to a certain type of dopamine hit that I'm sure is exacerbated by social media, Instagram, FOMO, blah, 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 blah. We could go into that. So this watch buying every 60 days, it contradicts, it violates the values that I've been looking at very closely lately. I've been reading self-discipline books by samurai warriors, Navy SEAL David Goggins, where the emphasis is on self-discipline, self-control. And as I get out of the brain fog, I don't belong to any social media groups, watch groups or anything. As I get out of the brain fog, I see those as two really important values. My wife notices that I've been better lately with my time management. I've been spending my time a lot more wisely, and it helps out in a lot of ways. The organization, feeding my daughters and helping my daughters get along with school stuff. So self-discipline is huge, self-control, and obviously buying watches every 60 days is not an example of self-control. And I want to live a life with the way I buy things and the way I just live my life privately that has integrity with what I do in public. I was so moved by Ron Funches, the comedian on Joe Rogan, who said just that about his desire for integrity. He wants his comic persona on stage to be the same dude who he is behind closed doors. I want to be the same guy, whether I'm talking to my family or you or my students. I want to be the same guy, have the same values that I talk about, that match what I do in this house, my purchasing behavior and whatnot. So that was huge. Integrity, self-discipline, self-control. Though I desire those three things more than I desire shiny objects at this stage of my life. But check this out. This video almost did not get made. This watch challenge to not buy a watch for 150 days almost didn't get made. This is not a lie. I'm not making this up, man. This morning I woke up and the first thing I heard was this voice. And this is not a lie. This voice said, dude, you can't go 150 days without a watch. You are a fisherman of watches. You cast a wide net and you throw it into the sea and you get lots of nice shiny objects. That's what you do, man. You get barracuda, sea bass, mermaids, and look at all those watches you can get right now from $300 to $3,000 that are available to you. And I was thinking of those watches actually, and I was going, oh yeah, I can't not get that watch. I can't not, ooh, that would be nice. That would be nice. That would be nice. That would be nice. Dopamine, 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 boom, boom, boom. And I almost thought of not making this video because that voice was so strong. And then yesterday I made a watch video. Why do you guys frequent watch channels? And two of you guys said something that stuck with me, that made me stick with this challenge. Peter from Australia, he has a good watch channel. I think his last name is pronounced Kotsa. Peter wrote to me in a comment section. He said, yeah, man, my collection's been huge. I don't remember exactly what Peter told me the amount. It could have been 60 watches. And he said, honestly, that was like the most miserable time of my life. And I get this a lot from you guys, that when your collection gets big, it's almost as if the size of the collection is proportionate to the emotional disintegration you're experiencing inside yourself. And he said he's a lot better off since he's gotten it down, and he's going to even get it down more. And so that made me think, okay, let's take this get off the dopamine thing seriously. That's the other thing. So there was another comment. I don't remember what your name was, but this also stuck with me. You said, yeah, I got a buddy, and he's got 2 Rolexes. He just bought his 3rd Rolex, and he's still got a watch addiction. And that stuck with me because there's a common wisdom in the watch community that there's this narrative that you get rid of all your junk watches and you climb the luxury ladder and you get a few really gorgeous luxury watches, Rolex, Panerai, Omega, whatever the case may be. And that is really a sign of your maturity. But honestly, it didn't do anything. He's still casting his net into the sea, you know, and so I definitely want to challenge myself to 150 days. And so it's so fascinating that I almost didn't make the video, because a week ago I told you that we're at war with ourselves. It's almost like the watch addict in me tried to stop this whole project. And so in a way, making this video, I'm throwing down the gauntlet. It's like Game of Thrones, man. The battle's on. Game of watches. And you know, a little tightness in my stomach. That's fine. Stakes are high. Will I win this battle? I don't know, man. I guess you'll have to stay tuned. But that's the situation. All right, until next time, I'm out.